Hey guys, I'm Kev. Welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be talking about the risks of rapid weight loss. Imagine that with all the things we got to worry about, how much water to drink, that's too much water. And now we got to worry about losing weight too fast. It's not that big of a deal because for a lot of us, we tend to not actually lose weight too fast, but sometimes we get too gung ho, right? We restrict our calories, we start working out way more, and it's that's a it could be a good thing, but we have to dial it back because slow and steady wins the race. And if we could just continue focusing on that, I think we'll do great, not only losing weight, but overall being healthier. So for today, I have 5 topics. I'm going to get my tablet because my memory is it's not what it used to be. All right. So for the first category we're going to be talking about is the resting metabolic rate and how it gets reduced. So RMR reduction. The second thing we're going to talk about is release of pollutants. What does that even mean? Then we have muscle loss, nutrient deficiency, and then we're going to finish off with a little mental and emotional impact. So to start this off, we're going to talk about RMR reduction. Now, what exactly do I mean by resting metabolic rate reduction? The thing is this is that when we lose weight too quickly, this ends up sending a signal to the body that makes the body perceive this as a threat. And when it does this, what happens is that our resting metabolic rate does reduce. It comes down. And when I say resting metabolic rate, what I mean is that in simple terms, our body is now burning less calories per day. One, it makes it harder to lose weight. But two, whenever we regain a normal eating pattern, all of a sudden it's going to make it easier to gain weight. And then that is where we get into this yo-yo effect. And this could be discouraging. The second category I spoke about is the release of pollutants. So, when it comes to the release of pollutants, not a lot of us think about this or talk about this, but when we eat normal foods, it could be anything. Honestly, just pick whatever you're eating, and we could assume that if the foods, especially foods that are higher in fat, um, what happens is they store pollutants, toxins, let's say. Very triggering word. Now, what happens is that when we eat these foods, we store these pollutants in our fat cells. So when we lose fat too quickly, so a very rapid weight loss, what would happen is that all of a sudden there would be a release of pollutants in our bloodstream that is just a little bit too high for our body to handle, aka the kidneys. So what happens is that because we can't really do our job of filtering that out, the body will then have an increase in what's the word I'm looking for? Potentially increasing its oxidative stress. Now, what this could do is potentially increase damage to our organs, which we really don't want to do, because what will happen is that this will then exacerbate potential existing conditions that we might be dealing with, which could be an often situation for most of us who feel the need to lose weight. The next thing we're going to be talking about is muscle loss. When we lose weight too quickly, we're going to experience muscle loss for sure. Now, one thing to keep in mind is that muscle is metabolically active. So, a very simple way of putting it is that muscle is important to our overall metabolism. Preserving muscle mass is actually essential for long term weight management. So, you could see that this would be an issue if we lose too much muscle mass, right? So, we're not going to get into muscle protein synthesis, but whenever we're dropping weight too quickly, sometimes this is from individuals who are just, focusing on the food aspect. But it's very important to also focus on specifically the resistance training aspect. Because whenever we're dropping calories, we will most likely start to see that weight loss. But by incorporating the resistance training, then we're also going to be experiencing the muscle protein synthesis. And this is going to definitely help create that balance between weight loss and too much muscle loss. Now, when we're losing weight, we still will lose the muscle, but by incorporating that resistance training, like I just mentioned, we could definitely dampen that situation and maintain a good metabolism and overall health and well being. The fourth one that we're going to be talking about is nutrient deficiencies. So, when it comes to nutrient deficiencies, I think it's pretty simple to say that whenever we're reducing calories, all of a sudden we are going to be eating less than usual. And is, our food comes with nutrients. And let's just make it simple, vitamins and minerals, right? Now, all of a sudden, if we're reducing our vitamins and minerals, this is going to have an effect on our overall health. This could impair bodily functions. It could cause a reduction in overall energy. I mean, simply put, it just affects our overall health. So it's important that when we're losing weight, we're also thinking about what type of foods we are eating and, if needed, what potential supplementation we might need to maintain those nutrient um, potential deficiencies, imbalances, whichever. The last one is mental and emotional impact. So what happens is that whenever we reduce our calories too quickly, or let's keep the topic, whenever we simply are experiencing a drastic weight loss, this tends to be a very drastic change in our lifestyle, right? So all of a sudden, you might be um, spending less times with friends or family, and you overall just might start to feel less enjoyment. You might feel that you'll be left out, or you're excluding yourself from certain things because we might find it hard to be in certain scenarios and maintain a good diet. With a drastic weight loss, there could also be that onset of like an anxious state, or even increased stress. Because when we have a drastic decrease in weight loss, we could often have an increase in certain things like cortisol, which is, that stress hormone that we've spoken about before. Promoting a healthy and sustainable lifestyle is not only important for our physical health, but it's also important for our mental well-being. That being said, thank you so much for tuning in. As always, feel free to subscribe, throw me a like, even a comment. Love those. And good luck on your weight loss journey. Keep these things in mind, and I'm sure that you're gonna have all the successes you want. But the name of the game is slow and steady wins the race, and overall health and well being. That's what we're looking for, healthiness. Healthiness is much more than just dropping weight super quickly or gaining muscle, or getting your sleep. It's the whole picture. So keep these five little points in mind when you're dropping your weight, and I'm sure you'll do fantastic. So until next time, stay strong, stay focused, eye on the prize. I'll see you later. Take care.